Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today is part 2 of spring preparation, and we are going to do a soil test and drop it in the mail. I'm going to need to get 6 to 7 different spots throughout my front yard and my backyard. That way we have a good statistical diversity when they actually perform the test, and they aren't getting one location that's going to have a higher amount of nitrogen or phosphorus or potassium or whatever. So we're going to do this. It's going to cover our pH, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium, sulfur, iron, manganese, boron, copper, zinc, and sodium levels. And we can check this out in, I think it was 6 to 8 business days. So sometime in about 2 weeks roughly with the weekends. We'll get a soil test back and we'll see the results and we'll develop a plan for that. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go about 6 feet down. And I'm just going to cut a box, and then we're going to remove any of the plant matter, foliar material, thatch. Oh, this is a crappy spade. All right. Look at that, hardly any thatch on there too. That's awesome. All right, so we're gonna basically just take this bottom chunk off, put that in there, and put our soil back. Who paid money for this thing? This thing's garbage. I didn't pay money for it. All right. So that's one. Let's go to our next spot. So I'm using a spade. You can get a soil sample toolkit. It's basically the same sort of thing you would use to aerate your yard. It's a hollow tine, so that'll pull up a core pretty easily, and it's a lot easier than this. I'm using a really crappy spade that's, I don't even know where it came from. Work maybe, I don't know. It keeps bending on me. So we got 2 test soil samples so far. We got about 5 more to go. Worms are active already. What we're going to do with these samples is we're actually going to break them up into small pieces. Right now I have a bunch of clumps in there. Basically want to mix this around so that we get good variety, so when we pack in our soil sample, we'll be good to go. All right. Now that we've collected our samples, we're going to go ahead and mix this dirt as much as possible. I think I got 6 or 7 different spots. We're going to mix it up, and we're going to get as many of the roots as possible out of here. And there's a mailbox over there, and the mailman's picking things up right now, but that's all right. We'll get tomorrow's pickup. So, why do you want to do a soil test? Well, if you don't do a soil test, what you're going to do is you're going to go buy some fertilizer. You're going to get something standard, Scott's, Pennington, and you're going to hopefully read the directions and apply it properly on your yard. But the truth is, you have no idea how much nitrogen you need. You have no idea how much phosphorus you need. You have no idea how much potassium you need. And there's the micronutrients like copper, sulfur, iron, etc. So you're just dumping stuff in your yard because you think you're supposed to. You may not need a lot of phosphorus or potassium. You might have too much sulfur. Your pH might be through the roof because you have too much sulfur. So what you really want to do is get this soil test done. It's pretty cheap. It's about, I think I paid $25 for mine. Send it off within 2 weeks. You're getting all the data that you need so you can understand what's going on in your soil to help you get your lawn to the next place, to have the best lawn that looks better than anybody else's, and you can call yourself the neighborhood lawn captain and talk crap about your neighbor's lawns all day long. That's the goal, right? Maybe not. So, get yourself a soil test as soon as you see this video. I have a link down below for my soil test kit. It is an affiliate link, so I technically will get a small portion of whatever the sale is, and that'll actually help me out quite a bit in the yard, and it'll also help you out by understanding what's going on in your soil so you can have the greenest, fullest grass with the least amount of weeds possible. So I'm going to finish prepping this, then we'll walk down to the mailbox and we will talk a little bit more about what's going on here. Alright, so I already sent my sample in the mail, and I realized looking through the footage that I didn't record this. So when I actually mixed the sample and removed all the material, this is all my sample mixed up. I mixed everything up like this. And it came with a small scooper like this, and you put it in a little tray with some water, DI water, and seal it back up. So once you do that, then you can drop it in the mail, but we didn't record that. So what we're going to talk about is basically you're going to remove all of this plant material. You're going to find a lot of roots in here. Probably even find a little bit of grass. You're going to want to mix your sample up really nice. Get rid of any crap. Keep mixing it up, keep looking for the roots, foliar material. Then you'll take your little scooper, like that, and I like to pack it down just a little bit, and instead of splashing it into the sample tray, I take it in my hand like this, and I can also pluck out any other material I find. And I have a little disc that I can drop right into the tray that I'll send off to the lab. So you just drop it in like that, nice and carefully, of course, and you're ready to go. So sorry I didn't actually get the process on camera and I had to repeat it here on the front porch, but that's how you do it. It's pretty simple, it's not very complicated. Alright, so just registered my kit online, and I'm going to walk to the mailbox and drop it off. So I'm excited to see what this has to say this year. So if you watched the previous video, you saw how to measure your yard so you can start to use fertilizer the correct way instead of whatever you feel like when you get it. This video covers knowing what's going on in your yard so you know what to get to put into your spreader or your backpack sprayer. And number 3 is going to how to calibrate your backpack sprayer and your granular spreader. Alright everybody, I got that into the mailbox. We'll see it in a couple weeks. I'm going to start working on a video so you know how to calibrate your backpack spreader and your granular fertilizer spreader. That way you use the correct amount of product, you know what to buy, what to put in it, and you know how to actually calibrate it so you don't waste any material or over apply any material onto your yard per 1,000 feet. We're going to stick to the per 1,000 feet, make sure you remember that. Learn the measurements of your yard, the front, the back, the certain sides, the areas that have issues, so you know exactly how much product you're going to have to measure out per 1,000 square feet. Then we're going to start working on these spreaders and our backpack sprayers so we actually know what's going on. I hope you found this video informative. This is number 2. We're going to work on number 3. If you liked it, I'd definitely appreciate a like. If you want to see the 3rd one or any other videos we got coming out this spring, smash the subscribe button, and I will see you next time.